it's Jade, and I'm going to be showing you all of the anime and manga that I bought for the month of March. I know it's been a long time since my last video. I just find it really hard to sit down and start filming. It's not like I live like this really busy lifestyle or anything. I mean, I do have work, but I just find it kind of hard and awkward to sit down and film. So I'm really sorry about the long delay, but I want to thank everyone who liked, subscribed, and commented or watched my last video. It really means a lot to see all those things, and I really like talking with everyone in the community about the things that we love, anime and manga. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you all of the things that I bought for the month of March, so let's just get right into it. So the first volume I got is Ayako, and it is by Osamu Tezuka, and I picked this up solely based on the reason that it's written by him. I don't really know much about it, although I have read just a little bit of it, and it has been pretty interesting so far. It's a pretty thick omnibus, and it does look like there's some dark themes in it based on what's on the back, but yeah, I'll let you guys know if it's worth getting into. The next series I purchased is a 2-volume series complete, and it is Wolf's Rain Volume 1 and 2. I haven't read these yet, however, I have watched the anime like ages ago, and it is very, very good. It's about wolves that are the last of their kind who are seen as humans by the humans. They're in search for paradise, and although I highly suggest people to watch this anime, I can't say much for the manga since I haven't read it yet. The anime was about 26 episodes long, so I don't understand how they can fit all of that into just 2 volumes, but I'll be excited to get into it. Maybe I'll find out more that I haven't seen from the anime already. Next series I purchased is What a Wonderful World, and it is complete with 2 volumes. It is a collection of short stories and is written by Inio Asano, who is one of my favorite mangaka of all time. It's a very good read, very strange like all of his works are, and it's not a light read, of course. I can't really tell you what it's all about because all of the stories are very different, but as always there are some dark themes, and I do recommend everyone to pick this up whether you are a fan of him or not. It's a very interesting read. Next volume I purchased is Welcome to the Ballroom Volume 3, or Ballroom Iyokuso, and I am madly in love with this manga. The artwork is so appealing. I love the way that the characters' moves are depicted, and it really makes it look like they're actually dancing, and I just love this manga. I'm not a huge ballroom dancing fan. I don't think anyone really was until they started reading this, except for a few, of course, but I do really love this manga, and it got me into ballroom dancing, and yeah, it's a pretty great read. Highly recommend it, and I believe there is an anime coming out like next season or so if you don't want to read the manga, you can go ahead and just watch the anime, I guess. The next volume I purchased is Volume 8 of Vinland Saga. I don't have much to say about this one. I'm a little late to the party with picking this up. I have caught up with collecting all of the series, but I haven't really started reading it yet, and I know that it's very popular at the moment, and it is created by Makoto Yukimura, who made Planets, so it has to be really good. So glad to have got this one, and I'll probably be reading it pretty soon. The next series I purchased is Men's Co, or Seiho Boys High School. I have got volumes 1, 2, and 3 here, and this is definitely one of my favorite shoujo manga. The story is about a group of guys who go to an all-boys school. It's about their encounters with girls, essentially. It's actually really, really good and pretty hilarious a lot of the times. I like the beginning of the series the most because I feel as the plot continues, it gets a lot weaker. So the first 3 volumes of this series are my favorite, but I do recommend picking up the rest of the series regardless. It is a pretty good and funny shoujo, so. Next up, I got a 1-volume manhwa, and it is called Aquarium. It's a collection of one-shots or short stories, so the main reason I got this was because of the art. I'm a really big fan of old shoujo art. I find it so pretty and nice to look at, so that's literally the only reason why I bought this. Stories themselves are pretty nice, nothing out of the ordinary or too special, so pick this up if you like shoujo art from the 90s, but other than that, it's not that great. So the next series I purchased is a 5-volume manhwa called Good Luck, And a really fucked up thing happened while I was reading this. I mistakenly read volume 5 before volume 4, and I noticed it, but I also didn't notice because the story was already completely confusing to begin with. I mean, if anyone hasn't noticed, translations with manhwas to English aren't always the best, especially with old Tokyo Pop volumes like these ones. I found it very confusing at a lot of times. There were a few moments where there were pages that had blank spaces, so even if I had read the series in order, it probably wouldn't have made much sense anyway. So I don't recommend it. It wasn't that great of a story to begin with, confusing as I had just said, and it wasn't that much money, probably like $3 or $5 a volume. So it wasn't a waste of money, but I would have preferred not to have picked it up regardless. The next 2 volumes I purchased are a continuation of a series I already own, and it's volumes 2 and 3 of Parasite. I already own volume 1 because I own the second box set of the anime, and it comes with volume 1, so that's pretty great. So I have watched the anime, and it's very, very good. I haven't read the manga yet. I do know it's pretty similar, though. There's just a few changes because it's a lot more old school, which I like already. And I recommend watching the anime. It's beautiful, and it's probably one of my all-time favorites. However, I can't recommend the manga yet since I haven't read it, but I'll recommend it anyway. Next 3 volumes I purchased are The Prince in His Dark Days, Volume 1, 2, and 3. I have read a couple of gender benders like this one, which were pretty adequate, I guess, but this one is actually pretty damn good. It's about this girl who struggles to make ends meet because her dad is like a shitty drunk, and one day she meets this guy who looks a lot like her. He forces her to let him try on her school uniform. And as he goes missing later on, his friend offers to pay her to pretend to be the guy while he is missing. So anyways, I think it does a really good job with the topics of like identifying yourself or your sexuality. And I think it's a very different shoujo, so I would recommend this highly. And last for manga, I purchased volumes 4 through 11 of Your Lie in April. I already own volumes 1 through 3, so this is just continuing and finishing the series. And yeah, this completes my series. Just the manga portion though, because I still need to buy the box sets for the anime, but they're literally like $120 each, so I'm gonna hold off on that for just a little bit. But this anime is my, I would say, 3rd favorite of all time. It's just really beautiful and heart-wrenching. I'm really glad to own the manga, which I know will be a different experience considering it's about music, and you know, I won't be able to hear it as I read the manga, but I can play the OST while I read it, so that doesn't change much. So yeah, I have volume 9 right here, volume 10 with my least favorite character right here, this girl, I cannot stand her, and then finally volume 11, so this completes the entire series, so I'm excited to get into this. Now onto the anime portion of this video. The first thing I bought was the Death Parade box set. I'm pretty excited about this one. I'm pretty late to the party though because I haven't seen it yet, but I'm just waiting for the right time to start it and the right mood to start it, to just marathon it and just bawl my eyes out, because I know a story like this will literally make me die. But it comes with a bunch of art cards. Not a huge fan of those, but whatever. And then the set itself unravels into this long, like, picture. Cool, I guess. And then just a bunch of the discs. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to get started with this one. Next thing I bought is technically not anime, but I'm going to consider it anyway, and it's the Pokemon movie 3. And fuck yes, I love this movie. I was kind of obsessed with this movie when I was like 6 years old or something, and it is so good. I just watched it recently with my little sister, who's never really been into Pokemon, and even she thought it was really good. So I recommend this, even though it's pretty old. It was like, I think I paid $6 or something for it, so not a bad deal. Next, I purchased a DVD thin pack of Diamond Daydreams, and you don't really see much of these days. I'm pretty glad to own this. I've seen about 8 episodes of it so far, so I haven't finished it yet. So every 2 episodes are centralized on one girl and her experience with heartbreak. So it's pretty cute and pretty sad, but I'm excited to finish the rest of the series. The last thing for anime is the Marmalade Volume 1 box set. This is one of the first animes I ever watched, apart from, you know, the regular Dragon Ball Z, Zatch Bell, Sailor Moon. It's a pretty long shoujo about step-siblings that fall in love. It's basically everything I cannot stand about shoujo, It's all misunderstandings, miscommunication, love triangles. Like, the entire anime features rivals, but I love it. It's pretty nostalgic. And this is only volume 1. There are 4 volumes in total, and there's 72 episodes, I believe. However, volumes 3 and 4 literally run for like $500 each online. So I'll probably never finish this series, but I still wanted to own at least 1 volume of it. So the last thing I got in my haul is something I didn't purchase myself, and it is also the favorite thing that I have in this haul, and that is a figure, and it is Crazy Diamond from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and this figure is pretty special to me. I know I've said this in my previous video where I'm not very big on figures or merch. I mostly just stick strictly to anime and manga, but my little baby brother, who's actually almost 20, so not really a baby, but my little brother bought this for my birthday. And my birthday is actually April 10th, so it's been a few days since then. However, he bought this for me in March and just gave it to me early. This is Crazy Diamond, which is Josuke's stand, and it's my favorite stand in the entire franchise so far. I'm an insane JoJo fan, and I've seen all the anime, I've read all of the manga. I'm almost caught up with part 8, just a few chapters behind the English scans. I've just been having JoJo withdrawals since the anime for part 4 ended a few months ago. I just thought this was pretty cool. Yeah, he's not that big, so I don't know if I want to like put him on display or anything, and you can literally hear all of it rattle, oh my gosh. But it comes with a bunch of hands, so you can change that for him. And yeah, I just really love this figure. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but just glad to own it, and I'm really happy that it was a gift from my brother, and it means a lot to me. So thank you for that. So yes, that is everything I bought for the month of March. I know it's not a huge amount, like other YouTubers tend to buy like 80 to 100 volumes of manga a month, which is literally my goal, but not very realistic right now. So thank you so much for watching, and please let me know if there's anything I should get for the month of April. I know we're already like halfway into it, but it was my birthday on the 10th. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you recommend me purchasing, and I'll be sure to check out at least one of them. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!